I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of power electronics. In this session, I am going to discuss what is the meaning of type C chopper. Type or class, you can say both are same only. Type C chopper, it is also known as two quadrant chopper. Why? Because in the first quadrant, it will act as a step down chopper, where in the second quadrant, it will act as a step up chopper. Basically, type C chopper is a combination of type A and type B chopper. So you may call it as class C chopper also. There is no need to worry. So this is the introduction part of type C chopper. Someone ask about a question about what is type C chopper. You can explain these points. Now, most important part of type C chopper, you need to familiar the circuit diagram of type C chopper. So type C is basically combination of type A and type B chopper. So we have input E and we have two switches S1 and S2, and parallelly we have D1 and D2. Then it is fed up with it is directly connected to the RLE load. RLE load is basically DC motor. Okay, so it is mainly used for forward motoring and forward braking application. That is what I have mentioned, a DC load over there. It is basically a DC motor load. RLE is nothing but a DC motor load. RLE, E is standing for back EMF, correct? So this is basically the circuit diagram of type C chopper. How does type C chopper operate? Here, first of all, you need to understand the combination. The first combination, S1 and D2. If S1 and D2 operates, then it is similar to type A chopper. If I go for like S2 and D1, then it is actually type B chopper. So we can operate independently also. Let us see the first case. In the first case, now there are two cases. First case, S1 is on. In the second case, S2 is on. So S1 and S2 are generally power electronic switches, which will be having like on and off condition. So now I am going to discuss about the condition where S1 is on. It is very clear that here it is a closed switch. S1 is on. So at that time, what about the current flow? So the current flow, it is very clear that the current flow will be starting from positive, correct? No, positive. Then it will be directly moving on to S1 because S1 is conducting. Then it is directly move on to the load and coming back to the negative end of the battery. So this is the way how the current flow will be taken place. Okay. And here you can see S2 is open because we are not at all touching up the S2, and the current will not pass to D1 because that is getting reverse biased. Even D2 also will be reverse biased only. So the current path will be in this fashion, which I mentioned directly on the screen. You can very clearly mark like this. Okay. So this is regarding the direction of current flow. Fine. Now, you already know that the power electronic switch, which will be operating like on and off, like if I provide the gating pulses, it will be on, then it will be having off cycle also. So the total cycle will be having on period and off period. So now whenever S1 is like a released condition, off condition, what will happen? So you already know that in the first cycle, whenever S1 is on, inductor is getting charged and it will store energy. Okay, it will store energy from the magnetic field. So now whatever the energy which is stored in the inductor, that is going to discharge in the closed path. There is a closed path, you can see the whatever the energy stored in the inductor, automatically it will be released because we have to follow the laws of energy conservation rule. So here D2 is getting forward biased. So it creates a small loop which you can observe very clearly. That is the first condition. Now I am going to discuss about the second condition. What is the second condition? In the second condition, S1 will be off only, but S2, I am going to operate S2. Here S2, first condition, S2 is on. Whenever S2 is on, what is going to happen? The thing is the from the back EMF, the current flow will be starting, and there is a closed path which is generating over there. The closed path is very clearly mentioned over there. So during off condition, whenever S2 is off, what is going to happen? Whatever the energy which is stored in the inductor, that is getting dissipated in this particular direction. That is actually happening whenever S2 is off. So these are the basic conditions regarding the type C chopper or class C chopper. Okay, you can call it as class C chopper also. Now, as I already told you that it will be a combination of the class A and a class B chopper, or type A and a type B chopper. This is regarding the condition of type A chopper. Correct. That means it's operating in the first quadrant. And when it comes to the another condition, this is actually called a type B chopper or class B chopper. That means it will be in the second quadrant. So generally, the type C chopper operates both the first and second quadrant, combination of first and second quadrant. So if I see the waveforms, it is pretty clear. Let us see the waveforms very clearly. So the first condition, we can see like S1 is on condition. Now we have like during the S1 is on, but we can say the inductor getting charged. So whenever like switch is at off condition, S1 is off, whatever the energy which is stored in the inductor, that is going to be zero. So parallelly, we can see whenever switch is on, the out will be getting the output voltage. Whenever S1 is off, output voltage becomes zero. Now, if I talk about like S2, whenever S2 is on, what is going to happen? The stored energy and the inductor that is getting released, so that output voltage is also zero. So whenever S2 is at off condition, what is going to happen? The inductor current will be getting the value, but in the reverse direction only. Okay, so the value of current is negative. Okay, that is what you can see. The I naught is getting negative here. So whenever like S2 is off, we are able to get the output voltage. This is regarding the waveform. So there are two major applications. One is forward motoring, other one is called the forward braking. So that's all about the type C chopper, or we call it as class C chopper. Systematically, you can draw. You have to explain two condition. The S1 is on, then you will be dealing with the S2 is on. Two conditions you have to mention. One is operation of S1 and another one is operation of S2. Remember, S1 and S2 are power electronic switches. I request if you have any queries, please do let me know. I'm going to clarify the doubts. So you can put up in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you happy learning and all the very best for your exam point of view. Have a great day for you.